Agriculture on the move.
Agricole en mouvement.
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 Hello again, St. Lucia, and welcome to the program, Agriculture on the Move. My name, of course, is Philip Sidney, your host. Today, our program is very interesting. We're talking about sweetness. We're talking about honey production, honey show. We talk about the awards coming from a honey show. Lots about honey today in this episode. With me is Mr. Richard Mathias, who is the Iyanola Apiculture Collective president and is also our master beekeeper. Next to him, a young gentleman who is very interested in bees and is doing very well. That is Mr. Donson Stanley, who is our youngest beekeeper, I would say, in St. Lucia today. Welcome, gentlemen, to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mathias, boy, we're back again, another honey show, and of course, we want to big up our guy here, who have done so well.
Yes.
This honey show that he attended, tell us about it. What was it all about? Where was it held? And give us some background.
Sure. Okay, so we're here today to celebrate young Donson here. He won the Medal of Ukraine at the UK National Honey Show. So as part of our honey show in St. Lucia, we always send the top entries, the winning honeys. The judges take them back to England, and they enter them into the UK National Honey Show into the international categories. Okay. All right. So we were fortunate enough that the young Donson submitted a fantastic jar of what we call medium amber honey, which he won in St. Lucia with, and that same jar he won in St. Lucia with went to the UK, and it was entered into the international category, and he won beat out, I think there was 38 other countries that entered that category, and St. Lucia.
And he won it.
Young Donson and St. Lucia won the category. So we can now boast that we have this year the best honey in the world.
Oh, wow. And that stemmed from the honey show last year?
That stemmed from the honey show last year.
Okay. So how many entries we had from St. Lucia?
I think there were probably about 8 or 9 entries. Okay. The second place was also a St. Lucian. Young Vincent Clarke from Vieux Fort. He placed second in the same category. And our organization, Iyanola Apiculture Collective, placed second in the category for best entry from a charitable organization. Oh, wow. So St. Lucia was pride and joy at the honey show. Unfortunately, there was none of us were there to be there in person. So hopefully, at least now that we've got the win, without being there, at least we're going to defend it this year, and hopefully through the ministry, Export St. Lucia, hopefully we'll be able to. Some of us will be able to go there in person next year. And represent in person, and hopefully bring back the bacon again.
Okay. Wow. So, who is Mr. Johnson? Tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Soufriere. I'm from Diamond. I work in Chasney, so that's where we had some projects going around. So we had mushroom project, we had beekeeping project. So I was a little interested in the bees. So while they start building the boxes, I start asking them the questions about it. So that white man named Scott. So he introduced me to beekeeping. So whilst I was working with him, I worked like a couple of years, like 1 year. Then again, the following year, I'll say, I'd like to try to start my own. And then from there, I ended up getting one hive. And from there, I ended up like catching hives. People calling me and get hives.
Wild hives.
So I started putting them into boxes, and from there I had a hurricane that prolonged some of my boxes. Water entered into my boxes. So I lose a couple of hives during that time, but I did not give up from there. I start back. All right. And then from there, I catch a wild hive, and that wild hive I catch, It was a swarm that came into one of my boxes, and from that
it came to your box?
Yeah.
Wow.
It came into my boxes, and from that wildlife, I started splitting it, and that's when I went to the first honey show. It was from the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I was making preparations, but then again, I was not really interested into it. But then again, Chasney made me interested in the first honey show, which I went to the first honey show, which I ended up in the Dakamba honey.
Yes.
I think I came second in photography.
Right.
And I'm not sure, but I think I get the next award again.
Another one, you got three awards.
I got 3 awards in that year. And the following year, I say I'll have to step up.
Wow.
I'll have to step up the game. So
You really step up.
Well, you did step up.
Yeah, so I told my manager about it. He did not make a big fuss about it. But I say, even though they don't make a fuss about it, then again, I'll try to make a fuss about it. So I harvest my honey, I set my bottles home, waiting for the show, and then obviously I was successful.
Right. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How many hives do you have?
Right now, they have a total of 30 hives.
30?
Yeah.
Wow. And where they're in one location or they're spread out?
One location.
Where exactly?
In Diamond.
In Diamond?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. And there are no houses around? I mean,
no.
But they are. Great. So in terms of who taught you, who really got you into it, how did you get your training, who trained you?
Right, Scott, I can say like he put me like a starter. Then I had met with John Edward. Then whilst I go in the hive, like this morning, I'll go to him in like later throughout the day and ask him different questions like what I see, what I saw, and then he'll give me like a little update. When the next time when you go, you have to do this, you have to do that. So then again, I take all these into considerations, and I met with other beekeepers as well. So that one will teach you a certain thing, that one will look at a certain will teach you a different thing.
Right.
And now I take all his knowledge and I put it into consideration.
All right.
Yeah.
So the master beekeeper didn't give you any hand? Okay, so what's next for you? I mean, you have 30 hives right now, okay? So in terms of your marketing, where do you sell your honey?
Locals.
Local?
Yeah, because a lot of people know me and they know I just produce good quality honey. So then again, I don't really have like a market. So once I have it, sometimes they will ask me like some 10 bottles, 5 bottles, and I sometimes I don't even have that amount to supply to the whole.
So you're the only one in Soufriere, or are there others in Soufriere?
There are other beekeepers in Soufriere.
Okay. So in terms of the I know there are various trees, different varieties of trees. What are the trees that you have within the area where you have your bees?
They have oak plum, they have cinnamon, they have cashew,
wow,
they have red cedar, mahogany, they have apricots, they have five
variety.
fingers,
Wow.
so they have mangoes, they have a lot of...
So which out of those, which will you believe that are your best honey?
My best honey is a savonette.
Savonette? What do you say?
No, I agree with him 100%. That's my favorite.
That's the favorite?
Yeah, but I don't think it really bloomed this year.
No.
It didn't, the savonette hasn't bloomed
after
yet.
After the hurricane, then again it was like...
Yeah, the flowers didn't really bloom this year.
But we're looking at climate change, right? Matters, I mean, where are we now with honey producers, honey production? I'm hearing not enough honey on the market. Based on that, there's supply and demand. The cost a bit more now. Tell us about what's going on.
Okay, well, I mean, I think honey production is expanding. There are a lot more beekeepers on the market. However, there's never enough. What we need to look at is that you can't just look at honey as a sweetener. Honey is a medicinal product. Right. So it has more value than just sweetening your tea or coffee or so forth, or adding it as a flavoring in your food. Honey is medicine. And we really need to respect the product for what it really is. I think more investment, obviously, to help apiculture grow. The existing beekeepers, fellas like young Donson, need support in the ways of buying more equipment, more boxes, more frames, more foundation. These are the things that existing beekeepers really need to push them forward to get more colonies. Right. So it's not that so we have the capacity, the knowledge is there. We've young Donson has come from the blue and win a major award for the country. So it's really, we need to use it as a catalyst to help solidify the existing beekeepers, to ask them what they need, what additional resources they require, so we can get more production going. Because obviously the price of wood has increased, the price of fuel has increased. So any imports we have to get from North America or Europe costs that significantly more. And even if we have to try to produce it here, there's still local costs that are going to impact the cost of production. So I think it's very important that support your beekeeper, support your local beekeepers, because the more you buy from them is the more they're able to grow and the more they're able to provide you with a consistent product. And it's very important that this is a very challenging times for apiculture, because there are moves in the region to liberalize the whole market, and we really need to defend that and try to ensure that Caribbean oecs beekeeping is supported and stays 100% locally produced honey, because we have something special in the Caribbean. And we need to recognize that. And I hope young Donson winning this award serves as a catalyst, not just for St. Lucia, but for all the other oecs islands, as that we have a product, a very special product, that we need to protect our biodiversity and to protect our beekeepers, because we can produce something that's first class and that is recognizable across the globe. And this is by Donson winning this award. It has something new for St. Lucia to market. The Ministry of Tourism should embrace Donson and use apiculture as a new avenue for marketing St. Lucia. So I'm really hoping that the powers that be can see this opportunity, invest in Donson, invest in apiculture in St. Lucia, invest in the honey show, because the honey show is a catalyst for all of this. And I'm thankful for the support from the Minister and the Ministry of Agriculture, Mr. Prosper, Minister Prosper, and Mr. Felicia, for their support, because they've been behind us 100%. Mr. Romulus at Jeff, he's been behind us from zero.
Hold that point, we'll do for a break. Sure. You're watching Agriculture on the Move. Stay tuned, don't go away.
Welcome to the world of oecs beekeepers, where every journey begins with a single bee. Meet the dedicated individuals who bring the magic of honey to life, each with their oecs tale to tell.
Beekeeping is like a dance with nature, and the honey show is our grand performance.
It's a journey of patience, dedication, and sweet rewards.
Step into the tapestry of the oecs honey show, where honey becomes artistry from every corner of the oecs.
Honey is a canvas. We beekeepers are the artists.
Every oecs beekeeper has a story to tell, and every story is a thread in a tapestry of oecs beekeeping. Join us at the 2023 oecs Honey Show, where beekeepers from across the oecs weave dreams into reality.
We invite you to taste the love and dedication that goes into every jar of honey.
We bring the bees' magic to life, one hive at a time.
At the Honey Show, we showcase the tapestry of flavors and colors we've woven from our hives.
From hive to heart, an oecs journey beyond taste.
Welcome back to the program, Agriculture on the Move. Of course, we have the master beekeeper with me here, Richard Mathias, and also we have Mr. Donson Stanley with us here, who is the youngest beekeeper on island so far. I'm sure there may be more, but so far he looks very young, and he has done very, very well. He has brought us an award to St. Lucia. You want a medal or is it a trophy? What's it? You give us some guidance here.
It's a trophy. It's a trophy. The history, the National Honey Show in London is 100 years this year. So that honey show has been running for 100 years, since 1923. Wow. Right, so this year they celebrated 100 years of existence. And about 10 or 15 years ago, the Beekeeping Brothers of Ukraine, it's the apiculture group of Ukraine, visited the National Honey Show in London. They were so impressed that they donated a number of medals. Okay. And the medals obviously have run out. And in commemoration of the conflict that's happening right now in the Ukraine, they've created a special award, which is a replica of these medals encased in glass, a glass replica of it, and it has the year underneath it, and I think it's got Donson's name engraved on it. So this is as in commemoration of the Ukrainian, obviously the conflict in Ukraine, and the UK Honey Show wanted to celebrate that, and it created this special award for the 100th anniversary. So it's actually, not only is this the 100th anniversary of the UK National Honey Show, this is the first time they've had this category, and they've run this special category for the 100th year anniversary. So not only has Donson won at a very auspicious time to win it, you know, it marks many occasions for many things for many persons at the same time. So it's really a big win for Donson and a big win for St. Lucia at the same time.
Definitely. Donson, moving forward, what's your encouragement for young beekeepers like you who do not know about beekeeping? What would you do to assist them and bring them in the fold?
The only thing you see, once I get in honey to harvest, then again you'll see people willing to help you. Okay. But then again, you need the training for them to get to that point. So if whilst I go and do my hive inspections, if they can like come with me as well, I can teach them the basics, and then from there we can move forward. But once you go into harvest, you can get the amount of people you want for them to come and assist you with that. Okay. But
apart from that, apart from the training, Mathias, maybe you can come in here. It's a bit costly to get a beginner in terms of material to start off with. Sure. What's the basic cost for a starter?
I think, you know, before you spend money on buying equipment, I think the first thing someone should do is do some training. Shadow an existing beekeeper, let him mentor you for a little bit, and then from there, when you get your feet wet and you think, yeah, I want to do this, then start to spend some money. Because, I mean, for you to get your first hive with the bees and the equipment and everything you need just to have the bees is going to cost you somewhere between $700 and $800. So beekeeping is not a cheap business. Even if you manufacture it yourself, you're still going to have to buy the wood, you still got to invest the time to make the boxes and so forth. So you want to budget somewhere between $700 and $800 for your first hive, and you know, from time you get the ball rolling, you know, you should be able to develop well.
Great.
You know, but I mean, if you want to learn, we have the online program, of course, at our website. So you can sign up for the Iyanola Apiculture Beekeeping program online. It costs you like $60, $120 US. Okay. And you could, it's an 8-week program. We take you through the paces, the knowledge-wise, and we throw in some practical classes in that for that small amount.
Well, I know somebody is very happy. I know he's smiling now, and he's watching the program. Giles.
Giles, of course, man.
I know he's watching. So Giles boy, good for you. Good for you. You have done well in that business to fund that program over the years, and you're still funding it. So power to you. Yes. Moving forward, our Iyanola National Honey Show, and I heard it gone OECS now. Yes. Tell us about it.
This year we've through working with the Ministry of Agriculture, we've been able to get permission to allow our brothers and sisters from the OECS territories to join in with us in the competition this year. So we have, working with the Secretariat, Director General, Dr. Jules, he's helped us as well. So they're facilitating for 2 members from each country to come down to the honey show, and these persons will be the custodians of the entries from each country. So at present we've got confirmed from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua and Barbuda. There should be some entries coming in from Grenada as well. So we're really trying to rally around Donson's win and make it an OECS competition, and I think it will help unify the beekeepers across the region. Because you know, everybody's you know, under a little pressure. Everybody needs motivation, and I think we could use Donson's win as a motivation for young people across the region. Because you know, some of the problems that we have in St. Lucia, the other islands have it as too, and we need to motivate our young people. And I think apiculture creates, you can learn discipline, consistency, and if you're in it for the long run, you can create a product that can go anywhere in the world. You know.
Where is it going to be held in St. Lucia?
In St. Lucia this year? Well, this year is going to be a wonderful event. It's the 8th, 9th, and 10th of December.
8th, 9th, and 10th?
Yeah, 3 days.
3 days, wow.
So the first 2 days we're going to be in the Castries Town Hall and Constitution Park. So we're going to have lots of booths, people selling honey, arts and craft and so forth in Constitution Park for the first 2 days. And inside, obviously, in Town Hall itself, in the auditorium, we'll have the actual entries that have entered into the competition on display for people to see and observe and maybe taste some samples and so forth. On the final day, the Sunday, we're having that back at IGY Marina as part of the ARC celebrations. All right, so it's a great opportunity not only for our OECS visitors to see a little bit of the country, see a little bit of St. Lucia at the same time. So we'll have a prize giving and a presentation at the marina. All right, so we'll have the morning. This, you know, honeys will be on display like last time. You can mingle, talk to beekeepers, get a feel for it, and then we'll start our presentation probably just a little after lunch. We'll have the cocktail competition sponsored by St. Lucia Distillers. This year we're going to have a lot of cocktails. A lot of cocktails, a lot of guys participating and registered this year. The prize money is increased. It's about, I think it's $1,000 plus a prize hamper for first, second, and third place from St. Lucia Distillers. So I think the cocktail competition is going to be amazing this year.
Yeah.
All right. So so you got to mix. For those of you who don't know, you've got to make a cocktail that incorporates honey as part of the ingredients. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the baked goods. People that make their own cakes and stuff like that. That's going to be a big showing as well, I hope, hopefully. And of course, our honey producers. To see, we'll have guys from other islands. We'll have our Solution honeys on display as well. So this year, the name of the game, Donson, is we have to make the double header now. You have to become. You
have to win at home.
You have to win the OECS trophy now. All right. So so it's really gonna create that camaraderie and competitiveness amongst not just our Solution beekeepers, but across the OECS.
Is Martinique participating?
I'm sorry.
Martinique.
The guys from Martinique, we have invited them. I'm not sure if we didn't get permission for them to bring their honey into our space yet, but because they are part of the OECS, but they're not quite part of the OECS, so to speak. So because of the technicality, it might not be possible, but I will still speak to maybe powers that be,
of course,
and I will ask if we can get an exemption for them as well.
Definitely,
at least, because any honeys that come in, they have to return with the honey.
Exactly.
So it's not really, it's not like the honey is going to be staying here. So if we can get that to get our Martinican brothers to actually participate, I think it'd be total.
Yeah, man, that would be great.
But I know our brothers and sisters from our OECS islands will definitely be participating. And I think the invitation for the guys has been extended to visit and see, and maybe next year, we can have them to enter the competition as well and be, one Caribbean, and I think that's really what.
But for me, I am looking at the actual marketing within the OECS. I know the phytosanitary activities are a bit rough, but in terms of us selling to the other islands, can we do that? I know we cannot take it into St. Lucia. But can St. Lucia sell to Dominica and these places?
Yes, you can. Yes, we can. So it's also a great opportunity. You see, one of the problems that I struggle with is that St. Lucia is the last bastion of hope. Trinidad was the other bastion of hope where you were not allowed to bring any honey into these countries. But from pressure from different pressures from people wanting to bring honey into Trinidad and back and forth. Right? So, but the bottom line is that you've got a lot of OECS countries that import honey from North America. This is not a good thing, because you don't know what you're getting, and then the honey is not the primary product for the producers in America. They do pollination services. So they're really dumping the product on the market at a very cheap price. Where we beekeepers in the Caribbean are producing a quality artisanal product that has medicinal value. It's not heated, it's not pasteurized, it's not irradiated. It's natural from the hive to the bottle to the housewife's desk, counter.
Where are judges coming from?
Judges are coming from the UK, from the same UK National Honey Show. Sue Carter and Bill Williams. They've had years of experience as judges. For you to be a judge in the UK, you need to have competed in at least 100 competitions and placed first, second, or third. So they really know what they're talking about because they've done the do already. So we have 2 first class. They've been with us for the last 3 years. So this year will be their last year judging our competition, and then we'll rotate and have 2 new judges coming from the UK as of 2024. So that there's no bias and it's fully transparent. So this is really, I really. OECS coming on board this year, I think it's going to be a really great competition, and I think it's a real sign for making St. Lucia the epicenter of apiculture in the Caribbean, and I think that's what we really want to have. You know, we got young Donson winning placing for us, bringing the trophy home for us. He will be presenting his trophy in St. Lucia.
I would love that. They do bring it down for him.
They're bringing it down for him. So they're bringing the trophy down for him.
Because I wanted to display it here.
No, he hasn't received it yet. So we'll have to do a special session when the judges come. But they'll be bringing his trophy from the UK to St. Lucia in December, and we'll do a big presentation for him at the Honey Show on the Sunday. Great. Hopefully he might win the OECS one as well.
That'll be a double whammy, yeah?
Yeah, man.
So I'm hoping that Johnson, that'll be a great day for you, receiving your award. And also, hopefully, at this competition now, if you win again, the OECS award, double whammy.
Yeah, because I already said in the point.
Good job. Funding came from Jeff.
Funding came from Jeff. Ministry of Agriculture, OECS Secretariat. We have a lot of sponsors. Republic Bank, Solution Distillers, Cox and Company, Massey Stores, of course, ICA. A lot. British High Commission, Solution National Conservation Fund. So we have a lot of sponsors. I apologize if I haven't remembered
everybody. It means this activity is heavily sponsored.
Yes, it needs to be. It needs to be, and there's a lot of interest.
Yes.
And I think honey is one of those things that everybody has that uniqueness. It has that nice feel to it, and I think the more we can put efforts behind an activity of this and get younger beekeepers like Donson involved, I think it's really good. And I also want to commend Mrs. Trubiscoff and the team at down there for having a beekeeping program. Not many hotels go that direction, and it's once again a leader in the hospitality sector. Mrs. Trubiscoff, we saw the need for that, and look at that.
Very good.
Planting that seed. You look where you are today, man. So,
well, gentlemen, I want to thank you for being here. You've come to the end of the program, and I wish you success, Donson. And you have won already, so power to you, and success for the upcoming event. Do your best, and I know you will put your best foot forward. Mathias, again, thank you again, the master beekeeper. I wish you success again.
Thank you.
You have been watching Agriculture on the Move. Thank you for viewing the program, and remember, agriculture is our business. Eat fresh. St. Lucia's best. I'm Philip Sidney. Goodbye.
Agriculture on the Move.
Agricole en mouvement.
Agriculture on the Move.
Agricole en mouvement.
Agriculture on the Move.
Agricole en mouvement.
Agriculture on the Move.
Agricole en mouvement.